Now, a KXAN News investigation.
City of Austin light poles falling down and destroying personal property. Accidents do happen, but where you park or drive will determine whether the city will pay for the damage.
KXAN's Shannon Wolfson is live with tonight's investigation.
That's right. We are live in Central Austin this evening in a parking lot where lots of people park their cars every day. They probably don't even think twice about this wooden light pole you see behind me. It is clearly designed to illuminate, and it's not connected to any electrical wires that provide utilities. Well, that's important because if a pole like this one falls down and damages your property, by law, the city isn't responsible for paying any damages. Just like, say, when you hit a pothole in the road.
It's just been, just real sad.
The fall of 2009 was a tough time for Joyce Thompson.
I had cancer at that time, breast cancer.
She was getting radiation treatments. And then, on October 8th, Joyce parked her car in her own driveway and the next day came out to find this.
It could have happened with my granddaughter. She was with me that day in the car. Just overnight, this happened.
A City of Austin light pole fell on Joyce's Buick Roadmaster.
It was rotten. These are the pictures of a pole that they put in the ground that they never inspected, that rotted out and fell and damaged my mother's vehicles. And they just don't do anything about it. I don't think that's right.
Joyce's son Brian asked Austin Energy, the agency responsible for maintaining the poles, to pay the family the $3,500 the car was worth.
I thought that, okay, it's an accident. Accidents happen. Once all the items are cleaned up and whatnot, they would come out, take a look at it, say, okay, it's our fault. Here you are, at least something, here, there, but nothing. Nothing but a go away, go buy you another car, and, you're a little person, and get over it.
This case, it's just a matter of right versus wrong, It pulls on your heartstrings. It's one we couldn't walk away from.
The Thompsons got pro bono attorneys Ifoma Ibekwe and Holly Claghorn to take the case.
These wooden poles are known to rot. They're a known hazard. They have been for decades. But the city only inspects and maintains the poles that have electrical wires connected to them. It doesn't inspect or maintain the poles that have lights connected to them.
So the city claims they are not liable for damage done by one of its falling wooden poles as long as that pole only provides light, like this one. But right across the street, they say they would be liable for damages if a wooden pole like this one fell, because it has utilities attached to it.
It's a sympathetic situation, but it's something that the legislature has made a determination on, and so it's something that the city doesn't have a choice to determine.
What lawmakers have said as part of the Texas Tort Claims Act is the city is not liable for damage caused while performing certain government functions, like providing light for safety.
And that gets back to the public policy behind the legislature's determination, which is to provide a framework to protect the public's monies against claims in certain circumstances.
I'm not really sure why they're fighting me.
But Joyce is hardly the only one.
There are wooden poles all over the city of Austin.
Our investigation uncovered 7 cases since January of 2009 where light poles have fallen and damaged a citizen's property. In each case, the city has denied responsibility. In this case, a couple was driving near the Arboretum in December 2010 when a metal light pole fell on their car. The photos show rust at the base, but the couple was told the same thing. The city wasn't responsible.
One of the things that we wanted all along was for the city to start inspecting the light poles for the safety of the citizens. This isn't just about property damage, it's also about personal safety.
In fact, Joyce says children walk by her house every day from an elementary school down the street, walk right under the new pole Austin Energy put up, but has never come out to inspect.
I kind of want them to try to inspect the poles around there and stuff, because that could happen to anyone.
Back live in Central Austin tonight. Now, Austin Energy does have an inspection program on its utility poles, but not for light poles. They say they rely on feedback from citizens, and if someone makes a complaint and sees a pole that could be dangerous, they do encourage you to call 311. Now, we checked with 311, and they report that they've received close to 1,700 complaints about streetlights since January 2009. 144 of those were for poles that had already fallen over. They also say, and we discovered that in 2009, 2,500 light poles were replaced by the city. There are a total of about 200,000 of them citywide. Reporting from Central Austin tonight, Shannon Wolfson, KXAN News.
Shannon, thanks.